Okay, so let's just settle into our meditation posture. If you are sitting at your desk, feet down on the ground, have them parallel, about a hip's width apart. And do be sitting on top of your sits bones, those bony protrusions at the base of the pelvis, shoulders aligned with the hips. And just have your palms just gently resting in your lap in a comfortable way. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. Just imagine you're lengthening your spine. And you can tip the head very slightly forward, just hinging from the top of the neck. If your eyes were open, they'd be looking along the length of the nose, down to a spot just in front of you. And just relax the jaw. And bring your awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the face, the back of the head, the ears, the jaw, back of the tongue, the neck, shoulders, shoulder blades. And relax the throat and the chest and the belly and all of your limbs. And take a nice deep breath. And if there are any sounds in your environment, whether it's outside your home or in your home, just allow those sounds to be there. Just be aware of your mind just wandering off to have a look and see what's going on. Just try and keep the mind focused. And then notice what's arising, what thoughts are arising, what feelings. Maybe today is going to be busy for you. Try and keep your mind in this half-hour meditation bubble. And then with whatever is arising, just allow it and observe it objectively, taking a step back without criticism or judgment. Perhaps you can put some of those thoughts, if they're disturbing, you can just tell yourself, we'll deal with that after class. One thing you can do is put your thoughts in a helium balloon. Just let it go. And as someone said in our meditation the other day, but more thoughts come. Yes, we have a river of mental moments. We're not even aware of most of what's running through our mind. It's good to know what's there. So as we settle in, bring to mind all those people of your life, your loved ones, the ones you are not so fond of, and those strangers. And keeping in mind they can change place at any time, these relationships. Just because somebody is your unfriend or person you don't like today doesn't mean to say that won't change tomorrow or in the next life. And think they're all equal, they're all the same as us in their wish to be happy and in their wish to be free from suffering and in having this extraordinary capacity of Buddhahood. So now you can imagine Tara in the space in front of you. And she has this beautiful, radiant, green light body. Very beautiful. She's sitting on a multicolored lotus, and her left foot is drawn in, and her right foot is resting out on its own little multicolored lotus. And her left foot drawn in, like when we're meditating, indicates her complete and effortless control over her desire energy. And her right foot out indicates her willingness and her capacity just to get up and act. And she's often referred to as the wish-fulfilling Buddha. And she represents the quick capacity, represented here as female, to cut through the obstacles and to get things done and to be successful. And of course, to make us blissful. So imagine Tara as beautiful as possible. And she's youthful and radiant and full of energy and full of bliss. She wears these golden silken, colored silken garments in the Royal Indian style. And she has jewelry on her ears and ankles and around her arms and neck. And imagine she's also, this is the mind of your teacher, if you have one. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So now we're going to imagine one chakra at a time, this powerful, blissful light coming from each of her 3 chakras. And they'll enter our 3 chakras and they'll fill us with completely. So first we start with the purification and then we'll do the blessings. So imagine Lama Tara sends powerful, blissful white light from the Om at her brow. And this enters your brow and completely fills you. And imagine that all the problems and sufferings and heaviness of body are purified by this light. And all the harm that you've ever done to any living being with this body and infinite past bodies is also purified. And it's eradicated completely, not one atom left, as we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. 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 Now imagine light coming again. And imagine your body has become a blissful light body, just like Tara's, indestructible, just like it will be when you attain the deity's body, the Sambhabakaya. And imagine it's not possible to ever harm others with this body, only to benefit. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. Om Tare 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 Ture Swam. And now our speech. And imagine Tara sending red light from the R at her throat chakra to your throat, and this purifies all problems of speech. Inappropriate speech, useless speech, uncontrolled speech, angry speech, criticism, and the inability to express ourselves appropriately, and any harm we've ever done to any living being with the speech of this life, using the speech of this life and infinite past lives is also totally purified, and it's eradicated by this blissful red light. Not one atom left, so just imagine that. Oh, Om Tare Ture Swam. 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 And imagine the light coming again, the red light from her throat chakra. And imagine that you are filled with this blissful, perfect, compassionate wisdom, appropriate speech of Lamatara, such that whatever sound you utter is necessarily beneficial to any living being who hears it. And remembering that all of this is your potential. We feel really full of this powerful speech energy as we recite the mantra again. Om Tare Ture Swam. Om Tare Tutare 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 Ture Swam. Now imagine Lama Tara sending powerful beams of blue light, blue like the sky, from the blue hum at her heart chakra. And imagine this entering your heart. And all unhappiness of mind, confusion, arrogance, anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, hurt, anxiety, self-hate, grudges, bitterness, all of this totally purified. And that all delusions, including the root delusion, ego grasping, which is the cause of all of our own suffering, why we harm others. Imagine this is completely eradicated, not one atom left, as we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. 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 And imagine the blue light coming again, and this time feel full of the blissful, omniscient, compassionate mind of Lama Tara, all of which is your potential. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. And now the body, speech, and mind. So imagine the three lights coming from Lamatara's three chakras simultaneously. And they penetrate your same three chakras. And this time feel that even the subtler stains of all delusion are completely eradicated, not one atom left. As we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now imagine Tara's lotus dissolving upwards into her body and the little foot lotus as well. And imagine she comes to sit above the crown of your head, facing the same way as you, a couple of inches above your head. And then she has this strong wish to become oneness with your mind. And imagine this is also your teacher, just filled with love for you. And she dissolves into green light, melts into you through your crown and merges with your body and your speech and your mind. And you can just think, I am oneness with Lamatara's body, speech, and mind, and feel blissful. and think that now I'm Tara. I must lead them to enlightenment. And imagine in front are the ones we don't like, the ones we label enemy, eyeball to eyeball. The ones in front and to the left are your friends, your loved ones. And imagine to the right and everywhere else, all the rest of sentient beings, the strangers above, below, left, right, behind, in front. And they're pervading all of space. And think they're all the same. They all want happiness. They don't want suffering. And they all possess this Buddha nature. So imagine from your heart, millions and millions of tiny green taras made of light, entering the friends, the enemies, and the strangers. And they're taking away all of their suffering and giving them everything they need and transforming them into their own Tara. And really imagine this, really want this as we recite the mantra again. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. 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 You can imagine that all these transformed taras now absorb into you, millions and trillions of holy taras absorbing into you and enhancing your own Tara nature. Everybody, let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy you've created doing this meditation this morning to all those people of your life, by extension, all sentient beings, and also, very importantly, for the swift return of the unmistaken reincarnation of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Okay, everybody. Much love. Thank you so much for hosting, Mary. Thanks, everybody. So nice to see you all. Hello, Black Cat. There you are again. Okay. Thank you.